Hi everyone. It's been a little while since I recorded. Um, anyway, I've got some happy mail that I've received throughout the month of December, and since the month is almost over, I figured I'd go ahead and share it with you guys. Um, I've already opened all of this and looked through it. Um, I'm going to do my best to not show people's addresses as I open things up, but from Craftco Budgets, um, I received this beautiful card that says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Sorta merry, sorta scary. Um, I love this. I showed this to my husband. He thought this was the greatest card he's ever seen for a Christmas card. This is right up our alley. Um, anyway, um, you can pause and read if you want. I'm not able to really see this the way my camera is set up, and I have to move around too much to read it. But on the side of the card, on the inside, is a scratch and save. The numbers are 1 through 5, and it's save 40. And Dani just thanks us for following and subscribing and just being a part of her channel, her Etsy, and such. And this is beautifully made. Beautifully made. I've never received such a pretty card like this. And I just want to say thank you for that. And this is something from Penny Palette Studio. So it is something that I purchased or won. I'm not really sure right now with things. Oh, this was one I won. Okay. So I won this from her video, and I can never remember when I purchased something or when I win it without looking at the items inside. But this is huge. This is so huge. In here, there's a 2025 calendar, envelopes, inserts. I mean, everything's labeled. This was a lot of love and a lot of work put into these. I don't know if she has them professionally done, but if she does this with her time, all I can say is that's amazing. And if it was professionally done, even more so. I wouldn't even know where to start to have something professionally done, but they look so professional. This is the dashboard, and it's vellum. These are really amazing. We have January, and it's Happy New Year is the occasion, and these are just really, really pretty. I think they're just more meant to be, put into your binder. Maybe save a little bit for each month. I have to watch her video again and see what she had talked about for each of the occasions. Easter's my favorite holiday, and I love that this is black and pink and not real brightly colored. I like all colors, but I'm more partial to darker colors. Black, blues, and purples are my 3 favorite colors. But I like the darker purple, not the lighter purple. Same with the blue. I like darker blue. I wear all kinds of colors, so it's not a emo or goth thing. It's a preference. Mother's Day from May, June, Father's Day, July, 4th of July. I love that it's a bow and a flag, but more so that it's a bow. August, she said there wasn't really a holiday per se in August, but Friendship Day should definitely be celebrated. Um, in a day and age where we can keep our friends through the internet, friendship should be celebrated a lot more than it is. I grew up being a military brat for the first, from 5 to 9, we moved around a whole lot, and I didn't get to keep my friends. And then after that, we've still moved around a lot. I went to 27 different schools in my lifetime, if that just gives you an idea. So I never got to keep my friends. We didn't have internet and things like that back then, and by the time we did, I couldn't remember everybody's names to try to look them up, and they probably wouldn't want me to. They probably don't even remember who I am. And that's just the way things are for our generation that's older and stuff. If we were lucky to live in the same place our entire lives, we still have those friends. And those of us who didn't have that luxury, the friends we have today are the ones we cherish the most. And a lot of my friends are online, and yeah, this is a day that really needs to be a holiday and something we celebrate. September, we celebrate Labor Day, but September for me holds a different date. I didn't lose anybody in 9/11, but that was the day that I really realized how lucky we are that we live in the nation we live in, and how scary it is at the same time. And I'll never forget it. I know exactly where I was, and I remember looking at the footage on the TV and just thinking, that is a horrific movie, and then realizing that it wasn't a movie, that it was actually happening, and that was scary. Like I said, being a military brat, the first thing I thought is all of our military bases are going to be hit, and that's scary. Anyway, October, another favorite holiday is Halloween. I like it because, you go out trick-or-treating, and it's not about going door to door and things like that. It's just about having fun and being somebody else just for a little bit. So, little kids that dress up as police officers and firefighters and scary things, they get to be somebody else for a moment. And if they have a great life, real life, that's awesome. But a lot of kids don't. And so they get to live and be their idol for just a little bit, or just anything but who they normally are, and they can be happy doing it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't necessarily think it's great when a kid's dressed up as like it or something like that, because then that's a bad character. However, they're having fun with it. They're not really hurting anybody, and they're not afraid of it. So it has its good points, it has its bad points. But anyway, Thanksgiving, we just had this a couple of months ago. Where I work at, Thanksgiving is the start of our holiday season. It's our big giveaway just before Christmas. Like I've told you guys before, I work at a homeless shelter. We have a food pantry, and we do Thanksgiving and Christmas for children in need. Their families have to sign them up, and we get with the parents one day each of the 2 months, once in November and once in December, and we give the parents the means to make sure that they have food for both holidays, and for Christmas their children have Christmas presents. We work really hard at what we do, and these are the times of the month, these 2 months, that make everything that I do at my job worth everything. So Thanksgiving in November, and December is Christmas. It's the Lord's birthday celebration day for those that believe. For those of you who don't believe, it's a day of giving. I won't tell people that you have to believe. I don't think you have to believe. I choose to believe, and that's my choice. And that, for me, is the reason why Christmas is really dear to me. And the fact that I get to have my family around me makes it even better. And here's also 1 month ahead trackers. Sorry I didn't open all of this all the way up because I was saving some of this for you guys. I did open the boxes just to see, make sure things weren't broken and such. So it's a 1 month ahead challenge. My household, we don't have cable. We have streaming services, so I'll probably do like the streaming services for an annual with this, and just change out the name for myself. We've paid off our car. However, my daughter's car is my old car, and if it makes it the next 6 months, we're doing good, but I don't see it making it that long. So I'm going to turn this into a saving for her deposit at least, or down payment rather, on a new car to help her out. She lives with us again, but she's a full-time college student, and she is also a substitute teacher because she wants to be a teacher. I don't have child care, but I am going to use it to help my daughter out with some things that she needs. Currently she has an apartment where she was living and going to school at college, but things were getting overwhelming for her there, and she was just getting really depressed with just things, and she decided to move back home, and we're still having to pay for that because she is locked into a contract. They have to sign the contracts in October for the following year, and it is extremely hard to get out of that contract. You have to find somebody who will sublease, and a lot of people don't want to sublet at those apartments. Had we known that things were going to go the way they did, she would not have signed that contract then. They keep asking us to renew, and we've already declined the renewal because she's not going back to those apartments. But I will use this for something for her. Electric. We'll definitely be using this. That's going to be a fun one. Our electric bill runs about $400 a month. I do not have gas for the house, but I can use this for getting something like a generator, something that we actually need. I live in Florida, and we have these wonderful things that happen every once in a while called hurricanes, and we don't like to mention those, but that can help me get ahead on that. Car insurance, definitely need to do this one. We pay about $350 or so because of 2 cars, so definitely need to get ahead on that. Internet. My internet is attached to my phone, but I can use this for one of the streaming services. Again, we pay rent, not mortgage. Can easily change this, not a problem with that. Phone, like I said, phone and internet runs us about $200 a month. This should be an easy, I just have to figure out how many of these there are, how much it would be, but I look forward to using that. Oh, there's one for rent. Since I don't have mortgage, maybe we could use this for setting aside money just in case something happens and we need to move. Just have some moving money just in case of the worst case scenario. Like I said, it's Florida. It wouldn't hurt to have that. Tuition, my daughter, like I said, is in college. Currently it's being paid for. We live here in Florida, and then we have, I think it's called Sunshine or something. I'm not sure the name of it, but it's paid for her tuition in college. She does have FAFSA, and she does have some student loans. So I'll probably use this to just help her with her student loans. I don't want her to be in debt before she has a chance to start living her life. And then this is one that you can just use for whatever. And I'm pretty sure I can figure that out. I have quite a few streaming services. We have Hulu, and I think it's Hulu with Max and Disney or something like that. We have Amazon Prime. We have Netflix. So we have a few things I can definitely use this for. Canva. One I don't have that I want to get. No, Canva's the one I don't have. I have Cricut. I just got that when I got my Cricut. Still gotta learn how to use that. Not too tech savvy when it comes to those things. So that's why you guys haven't seen anything with that, because I'm still learning how to cut things out. I've got to get some more supplies. I just found out Dollar Tree carries some cheap supplies. I don't know how well they are, how they work out, but I'm going to get some. Worst thing happens, I throw it away, which I've been doing with some of the stuff. I've got a few sample pieces that came with my Cricut, but I would love to be able to make, some little things that I can give to you guys and such. This is her version of Shut the Box, and she tells there's 3 different ways to play it. Saving the amount of the total of the dice left, and save the amount of the dice left, X each other. High stakes, roll the dice at the beginning of the game to determine the multiplier for use for the total of the dice left. I'll figure this out. I'll probably do it more like what I see Lady Di and Farm Boy do. I've not really tried playing Shut the Box. I've watched you guys do it many times that have channels and that I'm subscribed to, and you guys make it look really fun, but it's probably pretty nerve-wracking at first. So bear with me. When I get started, I will be doing savings challenges with you guys starting in the new year. We drained our savings a couple of months ago, and I didn't worry about getting them back with the holidays. I just did what we needed to do for the holidays. I have a little wallet, but it's not what I thought it was going to be, so I have to get a different kind, because I ordered it off of Temu and it didn't show me what the inside looked like. I know, shame on me for not researching it a little bit more, but the one I want, these will fit in. And some of these I will not personally use for myself, but I'll be able to put money aside for like my daughter or my husband. So I do not do anything for beauty. I am very, very simple. I just pin my hair back up in a bun, and I have tons of hair ties and things like that. So beauty for me is not one that's going to be a necessity, but it would be for my daughter because she dyes her hair. She wears makeup, things like that. I don't wear makeup. I don't get my nails done, as you guys can see. So I will definitely be using that to help her, buy her hair dye or whatever. Dining out, we go out to eat maybe once a month. So I can definitely put some of that aside. I get paid every 2 weeks. My husband gets paid weekly, but his money right now is paying off some other debts that we have going on. So until he gets those caught up, I'm not counting on his income to help too much. Groceries, definitely every 2 weeks I spend about $200 on groceries, easy. Gas, my daughter does take care of her gas most of the time. The past few months we've been helping her pay her rent, and that's one of the things my husband helps with for her, and some other things that are going on. But I put the gas in our car, and then she does hers, but she hasn't been working, so I'll probably be having to help her a little bit with gas. All of last month she did not work the entire month. I think she worked like 2 weeks, and then she was out before Thanksgiving, and she hasn't worked at all this month either. Personal, again, that's probably going to be more something for my daughter. I'm past that age where I need things for myself like that I pretty much have what I need right now. But if something comes up, I can have that. Miscellaneous, I will definitely be putting money into miscellaneous because things always happen. Household, there's a few things we buy for the household, but most of the stuff, because I buy at Sam's, is several months out. Then I won't have to worry about it. And coffee, we don't go out to get coffee, but we make coffee at home by the pitcher, and we have a Keurig, and the K-Cups aren't exactly the cheapest, even though I get them at Sam's and such, but I can use that to help pay for that, and then I can use my grocery money for everything but that. I might make the personal be money that I set aside for other things, like some treats or something that we want sometimes. We're all kind of dieting in my family a little bit, and so maybe little treats that aren't necessarily food that we want, but some other little treats that we might want. This also comes with 3 IOUs. I think the idea with the IOUs, if I'm not mistaken, was that you could put them into a cash envelope, kind of like this, where the IOU sticks out as a tab, and then you would have your dashboard and whatever money in here, and then you would just mark it with your what you owe it, and then you can wipe it off, because this is all wipeable, and there's 3 of them in here, and I love the fonts. She gave out 2 different fonts, and I'm normally one that likes things real simple. I love art and such as that, so I can see the beauty in a lot of stuff. But when it starts getting too jumbled, and you can't tell where like the numbers are or the letters and things like that, then I think it's too much, or you can't see the details for the other things. It makes it not as enjoyable to me. Not that I'm a minimalist, because I'm far from that, but I do like a little bit more of the minimalistic approach to things. And this is the last thing that was in her envelope she sent me. And one thing that she didn't know that I think is so wonderful. Tulips are my favorite flowers. My favorite is the black parrot. It's just really, really striking. But I love all tulips. I like the fact that when you cut them, they continue to grow afterwards. I think they're kind of related to onions and chives, somewhere along the line. Same kind of family group, but onions regrow the tops and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's a thank you card. I should have been the one giving her a thank you card. And then she gives all her ways to find her. She has a web page and her YouTube and Etsy. Again, another little card. And, thank you for supporting her small business. And I like the color swatch. Very artsy. All of this is very artsy. I love my Angelou. So when I saw this, I thought this was really great. It says, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. In someone's cloud. You never know when someone's having a bad day, and to be that person that brightens their day and leaves them smiling, even if it's just for a moment, it's wonderful. It's really, really a wonderful thing to be able to do. The last thing I have is a purchase and a win. This is from Minnie Brick Budgets, and she was doing a live, and in her live she said if you bought one of her books, you were the first 5 to buy a book, you would get a second book for free. I had already been eyeing her stuff. I have so many people's things saved on Etsy with the little hearts, where you favorite it. And so I went over there and I saw the challenges, and this is the one that I bought. And it's a monthly savings challenge book. And there's cash stuffing envelopes and things like that, I guess, that are included with this. But you can color and save. All of these are color and saves. And I guess you can set it whether you want it to be $1, $2, or however you want to do it. I have to look through here and decide. I'll probably go very low budget and do $1, maybe $2. But I want to see like how many icons are on each page, if they're all the same, and then I would know that I'm saving, say, $10 a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. So, do I want to make it like $10, or do I want to save for maybe 50? Remember, I only get paid twice a month. I want to do as many challenges as I can. So, maybe I do some minis, and then throw the minis in towards this, after I finish one, and stuff, because I have some different ideas of ways I want to do my games and such. Let me show you one of the things that I want to do, and this is something that I won from just being in attendance at her live. She sent me the corrected version, but I haven't printed it because I pointed out that there was a typo. But anyway, so she sent me the corrected version. Like I said, I just haven't printed it because I wanted to put it on cardstock like this is. So what I've done is every row is a different birdhouse that I found on Amazon that I want to buy for my backyard. And so, like, I've labeled this whole row here is $5 each, and this one is $3 each, and $5, and so forth. Now I priced them up. Like, if it's this one down here, it would equal $20. I think it's $17.99 or something like that. So I went up to the nearest dollar amount that I wanted to set aside. I'm also tracking them on the back of how much they are. So this one was $20. I have the highest one will be $35 if they still have it in stock and all that kind of stuff when I get it. But that's one of the ways I want to do some of my savings challenges. A little different from what I've seen anybody else do, but we're making a spot in our backyard to sit and watch birds and enjoy just being out back and in nature and things like that in our own yard. And so we're making a sitting area. We're going to put bird houses up in between two trees. I'm going to put a board across, and then along the board I want to hang screws, or put in screws and hang bird feeders and stuff. So like I said, I'm going to be doing things a little different than what I've seen others do, but this is the way I would want to be saving. If I take some minis and say I make the minis icons each quarter, right? So I'm able to save $1 or $2 from that mini. I could put that mini towards one of these, or something. I have to figure it out, but I don't want to start one challenge in January and not be able to finish it for January. So I have to figure out how this is going to work out for me, and then being able to use these as well. So this one's monthly. Let me show you a little bit of this. We have January and February I have things blocking on top of my desk. March. April, my birth month. May. Oops. May. June. July. There we go. August. Ice cream. Temptation. September. October. October's fun. November. December. Then we get to the end. Really nice. I just noticed there are books that go with it. They're not books, savings envelopes, I'm so sorry. That go with the books. If you like ASMR, you probably enjoyed that. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Okay. So, this is a monthly savings challenge. And as you can see, my little tree started very, very small. This little money tree. There's little coins all over it. And one big giant coin. And stuff. So, these are cute. And she already made them ready to be used. And so I have this one. I'm just going to set it in here so I can set this off to the side. Then there's this one is full of mini savings challenges. A lot of these may not be something that I can use for myself, but I will find ways to make it work. I have 5 cats. So yeah, they are my babies, so maybe I'm using these for them. I have 3 daughters, and none of them are expecting. None of my coworkers are either, so I don't really have a new baby to save for. So, the cats. Back to school, I can definitely use this because my daughter will be going back to school. She restarts school on January 6th, and she'll also start again in the fall. So we can use these. We can make use of that. New cat, cat vet, and cat supplies. Not getting a new cat, but I could use that for like my spaying or something to prevent a new cat. And then the vet visits and the cat supplies. We definitely can use all of these. New dog, not doing a dog, so I'll probably turn this into another cat challenge. RV fund. I want an RV so bad. I actually want to get a 27 passenger vehicle and convert it into an RV. So maybe that's something we can start saving towards. Camping, I would love to do that as well, and we live in a great state for this, so maybe getting the camping supplies with this one, and this one to actually rent a campground for a week or weekend and do that with my daughter and husband. So that'd be a fun one. I love to read, so saving for books would be kind of a fun thing, especially because I don't know if you guys know about the Minnie brand books, but I got some of those for Christmas this year, and I would like to get some more of those, even though they're not something I can read. I know there's writing in it. I just can't read it even with the magnifying glass. My vision's not that great to be able to see it. But almost all of my books are on Kindle, and they're free with the Amazon Kindle subscription that I have. So I just get the free books. But I can definitely use that for maybe getting some more of these little books that I like and things like that. I've already gone through and mentioned that we don't have a mortgage. Saving for a new house, that would be something nice to be able to do. Work on building a down payment fund. Something we've talked about. Home repair, don't need to repair our home since we rent, but again, need to buy a generator, need backup money in case something happens to the home we live in and we have to move, things like that. So we'll find use for that. New car fund for my daughter, car payment, car maintenance, things like that. I can make this work for us and our family. Office supplies. Definitely need these. I don't need a new desk. My desk is less than 6 months old. But I do need things for the desk. Like I want to raise my monitors up. Right now they're sitting on my computer because I have my computer laying flat. But I would like to have them sitting up on something, maybe something with drawers or something. So something for the desk. Things like that, yeah. I have the Cricut, so I could get supplies for that, call it office supplies. Having a laptop or a Chromebook or something that I can take my Cricut places and be able to use it, that might be something fun. Shopping. Shopping is so bad and so necessary. This will definitely get used. Musical instrument. Yeah. I'll have to figure out what to do with these because this isn't something that I would do musical instrument, but maybe paying for YouTube premium or something, maybe so that way when we're listening and we close our phones out, it doesn't shut off our music. That might be something that we do with this. I'll have to look more into that. Insurances. We don't have homeowners, but we do have renters. Life insurance and all those insurances come out of my paycheck. Through my work, we have a very small life insurance policy. It's enough to help out with bills, and that's about it. I haven't took out more than that because I think about how much it would cost. I've never priced it, but I always imagine it's going to cost a lot and just haven't done it. Car insurance. Yeah, that's definitely going to get used. We're not into sports. But with having my daughter being a teacher soon, she's made mention of supporting some of her students and going to their games. So we may end up using these to attend some of the kids' games. And you get to support your school. So, again, sports, hockey isn't here in Florida much, I don't think. I know we have a hockey team. But we do plan on moving north at some point. So, even if I don't use all these challenges now, I'll have them for another time. NASCAR, I used to watch it a few relationships back, and since I've been out of that relationship, I haven't watched that. But never know. Might decide we want to do something with that too. We don't have state taxes. I don't have property taxes at this time, but I do have federal taxes. But I can always do something with these. Even if I don't use the challenges, maybe I cut them out and I send them to somebody that could use them. So there's always options. Or I just rename them and use them for something else. These ones, I guess she already figured out the math of how many there are and how much you would need to save per icon. I'll have to do that myself and figure that out. And then these are, you pick your own amounts and you save and see how much you can earn in or save in a month. So we have I have February, March, April, July, October, November, December, New Year's and birthday. There's a few months missing, but there's other things like these challenges that could be used in between to fill in those gaps. I love all these color and saves. I'm not sure what the thought was with these. Maybe they're roll and saves and then a color and save. I'm not really sure exactly. But you got January, February, March, April, May, June. I wonder if these are the birth flowers. I don't remember. July, August, September, October, November, and December. Really pretty anyway. I guess I could put scratchers over these, but I'll probably just end up like coloring somehow over that. You wouldn't be able to color the whole thing unless you wanted to save that whole amount at one time. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do these. So we have bunnies on this page, things that eat bunnies on this page, snakes. We have fish here on this page, which I love betta fish, so this is really pretty, and koi fish. These are really pretty. And then little terrarium gardens here. Very well done. Very, very well done. And then the matching envelope with this one. I have a lot of plants, so maybe some of those challenges I can turn into plant savings challenges too. Then there's this in here. It's a laminated scratch and save. So once I scratch it, I can reuse this one. I like that. And the good thing is you can't see through it. I was wondering if you could, since it feels thinner than some of the laminated things I've gotten. But I'm glad you can't. It's saved 35, so I think the denominations are low. These make me nervous sometimes because you never know what you're going to get. You have to look at the numbers and kind of guess. I'm setting these things down and I'm like, oh, please don't let me misplace them. I have little stacks of stuff going beside me because I cleared off my desktop area so that I could do this, and I ripped the sticker. My husband was like, did you buy this? And I'm like, no, these are freebies. Look, see, freebie. I told him I did buy one thing, but the other stuff's freebies. Okay, I don't know if I've told y'all, but I love stickers. And I try to save the stickers off of the envelopes and packages, but a lot of them just get messed up, so I can't save them. But I still get enough that I can save. This is her logo. That's cool. It's a sticker too. That's really neat. I can use that on a thing that I make, like if I wanted to make an envelope just for her, or I don't know if I've shown you guys, but I have a book here that I have tons of savings challenges printed out, and one day I'll go through this maybe with you guys and such to show y'all. I've purchased a lot of stuff, and before I started filming and such, so we've missed out on those opportunities to show them, but I have to show them later one day, possibly. These are savings envelopes, as well as games. So there are 6 of them. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the dice. So one of the things I thought of that I would do is, of course, roll the dice, and whichever envelope it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, I would put like $1 into it. Kind of like some of you guys have your things labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I can use this the same way. And then just mark off each of these as $1, no matter what number it is. And that's just my idea. Because I don't know if I'll be saving $6 for a while. Maybe once we get caught up on some of the expenses, get my daughter's stuff taken care of, or we're not paying money towards that, then maybe I can. But right now, that's not a thing in our cards. This one is really, really pretty. The color and save, I don't know if you can see, there's really teeny tiny numbers. Very, very small numbers. One here. And I don't know if it's like a paint by numbers thing where the number, no, it can't be. I was going to say where the number is what you would color, like this one's a 3, this body would be a 3, this would be a 3, so I would do a pink and all of this would be pink, but I would want to probably do some other colors. So I have to look at this, just decide what colors, since I don't have a cheat sheet of what it should be. But I like the saying, it always seems impossible until it's done. The thought of saving money and having a set amount of money saved up and not touching it and keeping it for that purpose is overwhelming, especially when emergencies arise. And that was what threw me off this year, was we had a situation where I had to use my money. Wasn't expected, but glad I had it. And I think that's really why we save. You know, we have plans, we have ideas what we're going to do with our money, but sometimes life happens, and just having that money saved up somewhere to grab it real quick, use it for that need, and restart over is really what we do, and stuff, because that's reality. So having that, it always seems like it's impossible to save, but it's not. We just have to figure it out a little different sometimes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for tonight. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. I hope to get out some more videos soon. I've thought about sitting down with you guys and showing you how I do my budget. It's a little bit different than a lot of other people probably, because we do have his income and my income, but I don't count on his income right now. And so just figuring out our bills, I would probably just sit down and show you my bills, what I pay, and where that money's coming from, and so forth, and where it's going. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you, and I will talk to you guys soon, and hopefully starting with this coming Friday, I will be able to start putting out some videos because I get paid this week. And I really want to show you guys my savings. I want you guys to be able to hold me accountable and such. Accountability is a big thing, and I know with that accountability, I think I can do better. Alright, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already done it, I do have some stuff over on my Ko-fi. I haven't printed out everything. I made a little game that's over there. Most of my stuff is free. I do have one thing that's $1.50. I found out that when you pay for something off of Ko-fi, and it goes through PayPal, PayPal takes a little bit of it, and so I was doing $1, and then I would end up with like 50 cents out of the dollar or something like that. It was crazy how much it ended up being. So I put it at $1.50, so that, it would hopefully be a little bit more. I'm not trying to get rich off of it. I'm not trying to make a lot of money. I just wanted to see what it would end up getting, and then hopefully making enough money for some stamps to send out things once in a while to people, is really my goal. But we shall see. Anyway, for the most part, they're all going to be free when I put them on Ko-fi. Alright, I will talk to y'all later. Again, bye.